Are you ready to sign your life away?
You didn't tell me we were doing this.
He's upset about his hair. It has been a while since we have done a wedding update because I had my fitness competition, and so we are just so busy with that. And now that that's over, it seems like the wedding stuff is starting to pile up again. So we have 4 things to do this weekend, and we are on our way to the bank because we are creating a joint account. Big step, big step. How you feeling?
I want all the money.
I want all the money. I get a shopping card.
Yeah.
It's a savings account, but we are excited. It's our first joint account together, so it's a big deal. And, you know, we do have to start talking about financials. I want to make sure we have everything squared away before the wedding, so this is just the first step. So we are on our way. I've already done some morning cardio because what did we do yesterday?
We went on a date.
We actually went on a date. We haven't been on a date in so long, at least 8 weeks, because of my bikini prep. The diet is really strict. I have to know exactly what I'm putting in my body, so it's just easier for me to prepare everything myself. So going out to eat is really tough because not a lot of people can cook things just plain and without any salt, without any oil, all that stuff. So we went out to eat and we didn't count any calories, and it was amazing. What do we get for an appetizer?
Some calamari.
And it was so good. And it had like dipping sauce, and then we got pizza. And we got this special from Pizzeria Gusto. We had never been there, and we got the special pizza because, of course, it had pumpkin seeds on it. Ryan's shaking his head. And it was absolutely delicious. It had this squash. What kind of squash? Butternut squash pesto. So it was like sweet, and then it had broccoli on it and pumpkin seeds and chicken sausage. So we are going to try to make our own version because it was that good. So we were really happy. And then we also got a lamb sausage. We weren't as impressed, but it was still good. And yeah, and then we walked to Drake and had some key lime dessert. It was actually a dessert that I wasn't able to try when we went to the grand opening of Drake. And Ryan was like, we have to go back and you have to try it. It's that good. So Pizzeria Gusto and the Drake are right next to each other. So we just walked our little happy full tummies next door and got some more food. We're here, we're here.
Finally.
This is a big deal. Beer snob. I got him that shirt. So true. Our first 2 checks from our lovely parents going into our joint savings account. Are you nervous yet?
No. But first, coffee.
Let me take a sip of coffee. Pumpkin spice. Ryan says it smells bad, but it smells like a piece of fall. We're at the bank and the teller says we're happy. Most people are happy. And we are making it official. Joint savings account.
Congratulations on y'all's first joint account.
What did we just discover, Ryan?
Well, we met on the 13th, and our joint savings account ends in 0013.
That's a sign. Meant to be.
But you're not getting the rest of the other numbers.
Woohoo! We did it. that was fun. We hit a milestone. We did something pretty cool. And of course I had to wear my wifey shirt since I signed my life to our joint savings account. So we narrowed down our places. So what happens now that we know where we want to go for our honeymoon?
So now it's just the time to just get super excited there and start saving that money because you've got so many wonderful experiences ahead of you there.
And what's your goal for our trip when you're going to be like working the places, you're figuring it out? What do you want us to take away from this?
That you're gonna have it's gonna be a multifaceted trip, and that every destination that you go to is going to be totally different from one another. So it's actually going to come out to be several different honeymoons all in one. And we're going to be in Dubai with ultra modern buildings, and it'll be very Middle Eastern, and then the magnificent beaches of Thailand where you can have a servant bringing you drinks in your private villa pool.
I can't wait!
We are excited. We can't wait.
Honeymoon!